In Illinois, Cyclops and his team, on a break from battling the Superhuman Registration Act, contact a battered Captain America. While receiving medical attention, Cap, focused on his cause, sharply asks what Cyclops wants. Cyclops, no longer undecided after witnessing attempts to free mutants, seeks Cap's help to locate the 198 before Bishop and one Sentinels reach them. Cap, emphasizing the secure channel for recruitment, remains doubtful but interested in what Cyclops has to say. While Cyclops discusses with Captain America, Iceman observes birds fleeing nearby, signaling an approaching danger. The X-Men discover a modern Sentinel emerging, commanding their surrender. Despite Iceman's confidence, Cyclops warns of unknown capabilities in these new Sentinels, urging caution. The X-Men meet a tough Sentinel. Iceman tries to freeze its head, slowing it down for a moment. However, the Sentinel quickly breaks free, and its pilot, Jake Slayton, arrogantly dismisses their threat level. Unmoved, Cyclops orders a retreat to the X-Rover, and Iceman executes the fire and ice tactic. He freezes the Sentinel's face again, and Cyclops shatters it with his optic blast, creating a frosty cloud. Despite the Sentinel's advanced sensors, the X-Men vanish when the icy fog clears, leaving the pilot surprised by their escape. Inside the X-Rover, Beast says they fooled the Sentinel with Forge's jammer signal. Iceman questions their ability to help the 198 if they struggle against one Sentinel. Cyclops, focused on finding the 198, mentions a shield base list from Captain America and Nick Fury. He believes the 198, along with Domino, is in an abandoned government storehouse in Nevada. In the base, Shatterstar questions if the 1980's situation improved from Xavier's concentration camp to their current underground shelter. Domino mentions Caliban liking it, but Shatterstar points out his past in the underground. Domino explains the limited choices, highlighting safety and food. They discuss the setup, and Shatterstar suggests having only one exit is unwise for their plan. Domino states it's too late for second thoughts, counting on X-Force for protection. She expresses faith in a favorable outcome, pointing their past experiences. Meanwhile, Caliban explores the underground and discovers a highly secured and dangerous area. In a Secure One facility, Johnny Dee is upset because Lorelei discovered the dolls they can create. Angry at his mutant brother, Johnny fears his friends won't accept him. General Lazer enters, surprised at Johnny's intense use of freak. Johnny clarifies he's not a mutant, only his brother is. Lazer asks about the brother's name, but Johnny says he's just a silly idiot and ignores him. Johnny insists on speaking for his brother and takes control, despite the displeasure of the aggressive creature attached to him. Lazer asks Johnny how the doll's creation works. At first, Johnny raises doubts, questioning why he should help when he won't be released. Lazer acknowledges this but stresses that keeping him happy will ensure Johnny's comfort. However, if upset, Lazer threatens to imprison Johnny deeply. Despite the threat, Lazer repeats the question, and Johnny, finding Lazer's argument convincing, agrees. Johnny explains that replicas allow him to control the original's actions by consuming a small DNA sample. Lazer learns that skin cells, sweat, hair, or blood are sufficient for this process. Johnny's brother metabolizes the DNA, creating a small duplicate in a pod. Lazer is warned not to touch Johnny, who suggests using DNA to control specific beings, like the Hulk. While Lazer lacks Hulk DNA, he realizes he has the genetic material of others. Cyclops briefly loses focus as the X-Men head to the military base, now a refuge for the 198. Iceman snaps him out of it while they approach. Beast mentions the upcoming land stretch is ideal for an ambush. At one Sentinel base in New Mexico, Val Cooper gets a report on the shrapnel Sentinel, confirming its sensors are working after the X-Men's recent encounter. Bishop talks to Sabra, asked by Israel to help the US with the Superhuman Registration Act. Sabra didn't expect to go against the X-Men. Bishop emphasizes the X-Men are more than 4 individuals. He questions Sabra's dedication to finding the 198, and she clarifies she's following her government's request. In return, Israel gets technology for their own registration system. Sabra, considering Israel's unpredictable climate, assures Bishop of her commitment. Bishop asks Micromax, representing British interests for one, if he has reservations. Micromax expresses approval of the new Sentinel and assures he'll keep personal doubts to himself, aligning with Bishop's approach. Val Cooper interrupts their conversation with news that the president is considering forgiving all escaped mutants due to civil rights pressure. Once forgiven, the 198 will be treated like other superhumans under the Superhuman Registration Act. Bishop questions if she doesn't want them found before policy changes. Val admits it would be simpler. General Lazer then calls, claiming to have found the 198's headquarters using undisclosed methods. Meanwhile, Johnny Dee manipulates a mystical figurine of Cyclops at the table. Cyclops convinces Domino to trust him and allow the X-Men into their secure bunker. Just as she agrees, Archangel returns from recon, revealing they've been located. Suddenly, an assault squad led by Bishop, Sabra, Micromax, 3 new Sentinels, and significant number of troops surrounds the X-Men. Bishop informs the team about the president's plan for granting full forgiveness to the 198 mutants, urging everyone to stay calm and await the official announcement. General Lazer is upset, wanting immediate action, but Bishop insists they wait for the president's decision. Lazer opposes the idea of mutants being licensed and regulated. As Johnny Dee observes, he acknowledges Cyclops' immense untapped power. General Lazer orders Johnny to control Cyclops and unleash his full power against Bishop. Johnny warns it could be deadly, but Lazer insists. Cyclops, influenced by Johnny, releases an unchecked energy beam at Bishop. Despite Bishop urging the attack, he soon realizes he can't absorb Cyclops' too much energy, resulting in serious consequences. The scene unfolds in horror as Cyclops continues to hit Bishop with unstoppable energy.